All right, let's get right into it. If you're a woman over 40, you know your body's changing. I mean, you feel it, right? But what if I told you the key to a stronger, leaner, more energetic you isn't about working out more, it's about working out smarter? Today, we're going to break down exactly why strength training is the ultimate game changer. Does this sound familiar? You're hitting the cardio machines, you're going to all the classes, you're putting in the work, but the mirror just isn't reflecting it. It's honestly one of the biggest frustrations out there, and let me tell you, it is not in your head. There's a very, very real reason this is happening. And here it is, the absolute core of the issue. The problem isn't that you're not trying hard enough. It's a quiet, natural process, a huge shift in your body's composition that kind of changes all the rules as we get older. It's all about a loss of muscle. So let's put a name to this invisible enemy. Because, understanding it is the very first step to fighting back and finally taking control of your metabolism for good. The culprit has a name: sarcopenia. I know, it sounds super complicated, but the idea is actually simple. Starting around age 30, your body just naturally begins to lose muscle mass. It's a really slow process at first, but then it picks up speed right around our 40s. But here's the good news, okay? This is not a life sentence. It's a challenge, and it's one you can absolutely win.
Now look at this number, 3 to 5%. That's how much muscle you can lose every single decade after you turn 30 if you're not actively doing something to preserve it. Just think about how that adds up by the time you're 50 or 60. It's a really big deal. And this slide right here, it just breaks down perfectly why that muscle loss matters so much. Think of your muscle as the engine of your metabolism. The more muscle you have, the more calories you burn all day long. Yep, even when you're just sitting on the couch. So when you lose that muscle, the engine slows way down, your body gets much better at storing fat, and you start to get that softer, less defined look no matter how many hours you spend on the treadmill. Okay, so if sarcopenia and muscle loss are the problem, what's the most powerful, scientifically proven solution? Well, it's not some new fad or a complicated secret. It's actually a fundamental shift in how you think about your fitness.
And here is the crucial point, this comparison right here. Look, cardio is amazing for your heart, don't get me wrong, but its calorie-burning effect is temporary. It really only lasts for the workout itself. Strength training, it's totally different. It's an investment. It builds the very thing, muscle, that turns your body into a more efficient fat-burning machine 24/7. I mean, this quote just says it all, doesn't it? You're not just burning calories for an hour, you are fundamentally changing how your body is built. It's really the difference between renting your fitness and owning it. You're building a foundation for the body you want to live in for decades to come. Okay, let's get into the how. The idea of heavy lifting can be pretty intimidating, but it doesn't mean you have to go out and become a powerlifter. It's all about finding your version of heavy to get started safely and effectively. So, how do you lift heavy? Well, it's totally relative. You want a weight that feels like an 8 out of 10 in terms of effort. The whole goal is to get close to fatigue in that 8 to 12 rep range, leaving maybe just a couple of good reps left in the tank. And that rest period, it is not optional. It's totally essential for your nervous system to recover so you can give that next set everything you've got. And you do not need 1,000 different exercises. The most effective workouts are built on these core movement patterns. These are what we call compound exercises, which just means they work a bunch of muscle groups at once, giving you the biggest bang for your buck when it comes to building functional, real-world strength. As trainer PJ puts it so well, the classics are classics for a reason. They have stood the test of time because they just plain work. Mastering these foundational movements, that's your ticket to building a strong, resilient, and metabolically active body. Now, lifting weights sends the signal to your body to build muscle. But you can't build a house without bricks, right? So what are the nutritional building blocks your body needs to actually repair and grow stronger? Here's a number I want you to remember: 30 grams. Aiming for about 30 grams of protein with each meal gives your muscles the amino acids they are just desperate for to recover and grow. This isn't just a suggestion, it's a critical part of the whole process. And building your meals does not have to be complicated. Forget all the restrictive diets. Just follow this simple template. Start your plate with a quality protein source, load it up with nutrient-dense veggies, and then add a healthy fat. This approach supports muscle growth, keeps you feeling full, and fuels your energy. Simple. So, are you feeling that spark? It is so important to remember that you haven't missed the boat. Not even close. Your body is ready and waiting to get stronger. Let's just look at what is truly possible when you decide to start, no matter what your age is. Just take the incredible story of Jo Kelly. For years, she was balancing work and family, putting her own fitness goals on the back burner. But then she made a decision. She committed to strength training later in life and, at age 42, earned her IFBB Pro card. She is the living proof that your strongest years can absolutely still be ahead of you. And here is the mindset shift that makes it all happen. Heather Munthe, who completely transformed her body at 48, says it's not about waiting for motivation. It's about making a non-negotiable decision and knowing why you're doing it. That why, that's what's going to get you to the gym on the days when motivation is nowhere to be found. And this right here really illustrates the real goal. For 99% of us, this is not about stepping on a competition stage. It's about investing in your future health. It's about protecting your bones, stabilizing your joints, maintaining your independence, and building a body that lets you live your life to the absolute fullest for decades to come. So I'm going to leave you with this. It doesn't have to be some massive overhaul. Maybe it's just researching a local gym or trying a goblet squat with a dumbbell at home, or even just planning one protein-focused meal. So what is that one small, achievable step you're going to take? Thanks for tuning in.